You know, there are those who say that a day away from Hermanus is a wasted day. Well, when you have a day like today, in circumstances like these, one understands why they say that. I say it, and quite honestly, I believe it. So anyway, here we are, Thursday morning, and I'm in the Old Harbour. And in the olden days, the fishing boats used to come, they used to offload their fish, and it was cleaned and gutted here on these concrete tables. And then all the entrails and all the other yucky stuff would be thrown back into the sea, which had consequence, because that in turn drew the great white sharks close to shore. Nowadays you rarely, if ever, will see a great white on this coastline. They occur across the bay at Gansbaai, Kleinbaai and Dyer Island, but seldom will you see a great white here. Again, we're back in Philippians, watching St. Paul in action, viewing him in this prison, chains on his wrists, on around his ankles. Life was incredibly uncomfortable, and he writes this letter to a group of Christians in a town called Philippians is the, and you think, how can a guy write in this way, except he has been given supernatural strength from somewhere. Now, we know where that somewhere, or who that someone is that is giving Paul the strength. And I want us to consider just the one thing that he said. We often speak about this. It's found in Philippians 4, verse 13. And I like to say 413. Do you remember that famous cricket match some years ago up at the Wanderers in Johannesburg, when the Australians in the one-day international scored, I think it was 434 runs, and everybody thought South Africa doesn't stand a chance, especially against Australia in an ODI, of surpassing 434. Well, little did they realize that they were about to witness a world record, because the South Africans didn't only get to 434, they got to 438 with one ball to spare. 438 is an important number in South African cricketing history. Well, we're not talking about 438 here, we're talking about 413. Philippians 4, verse 13. And what does Philippians 4, verse 13 say that speaks into our lives? Here are the 10 words of Philippians 4, verse 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And if ever there's a word that I would ask you to take on board today, it is those words. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can take life when it goes well, I enjoy it, I can embrace it, but I can take on life and I can overcome when it turns against me. Why? Because my eyes are fixed on Jesus, and I know something of the presence of God's Spirit within my life to strengthen me, to help me get through. I don't lie passively and kind of think, oh, poor me. I look it in the eyes, situations, and I say, as I face every situation, you know what? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. 413, Philippians 4, verse 13. Now that's a thought for the day, if ever there was one. Maybe you need to hear that. 413, Philippians 4:13. I can do through Christ who strengthens me. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you.